Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to check out Isle of Skye. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about $10. I'm pretty sure it's on mobile too. When I was going through the tutorial off camera, there were references to tapping things. Anyway, this is a digital adaptation of a tabletop game that I don't own. I did play the tutorial and one round against the computer off camera, and based on my experience with it, it's similar to Carcassonne, which is another tabletop game that also has a digital counterpart. And in Carcassonne, you drew a tile and you placed it. Now, there are some differences in Isle of Skye compared to Carcassonne. Difference number one, you each have your own kingdom. In Carcassonne, you were drawing tiles and contributing to one massive kingdom. Okay, in this game, every player has their own. Another difference is the way everything scores. In Carcassonne, you put meeples down on castles, on fields, on roads, and you earned points based on different things. And in this game, there are a total of, I believe, 5 or 6 rounds, depending on how many people you're playing, or are playing the game. And each round, something different is going to score. There are 4 scoring tiles that are drawn at random. And like tile A and B might score during round 3, or tiles C, D, and A might score during round 6, or whatever. So different scoring tiles will score during the different rounds, and they're randomized. Sometimes the scoring tile might say you'll earn 5 points if you're the player with the most lighthouses, or you might score 5 points if you have the most money at the end of this round, and so on. So as these rounds are completing, you're going to be looking at the next round going, okay, what do I need now to score the victory points for this round? And you're going to be trying to get the tiles that you need to do that. So unlike Carcassonne, in Carcassonne you're drawing 1 tile and placing it. In this game, you get to draw 3 tiles, and you even set prices for these tiles, and you can buy tiles off of other players and use them instead. It's a neat mechanic. So I would say this is like Carcassonne 2.0. It's a little bit more complex than Carcassonne. So if you're new to tabletop gaming and tile laying, stick with Carcassonne for now, and then when you're ready, jump into this. But let's go ahead. I've already rambled on long enough. So we're going to continue and show you the main menu. Now, if you've played games by this developer before, Digidice, then you'll be familiar with this menu. Games like Patchwork and so on. We're just going to play a quick game against the AI. Here's a quick look at the options menu. No sound or music sliders, but there are toggles. Nothing too great there. I did have to go to my desktop audio mixer and turn the sound down that way. There are other buttons, but I'm not going to show you them. It's just standard tutorial stuff, profile stuff. So we're going to do local game. There's also casual and ranked game. We're going to go ahead and do local. And we're going to choose the scoring tiles at random. And you have the ability to play against easy, medium, or hard, or another human player. We're going to go ahead and play against Nuts McBolt here, which is easy. And I did win against the computer off camera. So it is doable. Some games are difficult even on easy, others. This is a decent challenge on easy, but then again, I don't know the game very well. This is my second time playing now. Okay, so what in the world is going on here, okay? First of all, the first round is you earn money, and your castle earns 5 coins, and then any tiles that you have connected to it that have barrels will earn you an additional coin. I don't think I have anything like that right now to show you that, but phase 1 is earn money. And then after players are done doing that, you're going to draw tiles. I've got 3 on the bottom, and then my opponent has 3 on the top there. And now you're going to set prices for these tiles. One's going to be discarded, and the other 2 you're going to set prices for. If I want to discard something, I just hit the most bottom one, and if I set the price to 0, it gets axed. The others have to be 1 or more. So on the right-hand side are the 4 scoring tiles that I was talking about that get randomly drawn for that game. And if I click on them, I can see what it is. 5 victory points for the player with the most tiles with barrels of whiskey in their clan territory, and 2 victory points for the player with the second most. None of the tiles that are out right now Like, I've got my home tile, he's got his home tile, and then the 3 that I've got ready and he's got ready, none of these have barrels on it. So we're not going to be scoring for this round, for sure. The second round is B is going to score. If you look on the right-hand side, there's A, then B, then AC, then BD, then ACD, then BCD. Those are the scoring tiles that will be scored during that round. Again, there's 6 rounds here in this particular game. So the first round, this A tile is going to score, okay? And then in the second round, the B tile is going to score. And then in the third round, the A and the C tiles are going to score. And then fourth round, B and D, these. So you get the idea. So B is 1 victory point for each completed area in the clan territory. Now this is the part of the game that I know about the least. Completing an area, I believe, involves completely surrounding one of the 3 terrain types. There's water, there's mountains, and there's grassy plains. And if you happen to surround it, completely surround it with other terrain types, like if this water over here were to be completely surrounded by land or mountains, whatever, then that would be considered completed. Okay, at least I'm pretty sure how that works. C here, 5 victory points for the player with the most ships in their clan territory, and 2 victory points for the player with the second most. So, based on that, I may want to start collecting tiles that have ships. I see my opponent has one with 2 on it. I've got... Each of mine has a ship on it. The last one is 5 victory points for the player with the most gold. So I don't want to be spending too much money this game, because I'll earn victory points for that during rounds 3, or during 4, 5, and 6. I'll be earning the D tile victory points. But anyway, so so I'm going to go for the ships, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and axe this one, and I'm going to set these at... Now, here's the thing. When you set prices, your opponent has the ability to buy them, but they don't have to. Any tiles that are still on your board when the round, or when that phase ends, you have to buy at that price. So if you set the price too high, you're going to end up going broke, because no one's going to buy your stuff, and you're going to have to buy your own tiles, and that's expensive if you're going to set a high price like that. But... like, if it were me, if I were the computer, I would see that one of my victory conditions is, later down the line, not this round, but later down the line, the player with the most ships would earn 5 victory points. So if it were me, I would be setting this tile a little bit more expensive so that my opponent wouldn't buy it. But that's just me. I don't know how smart he is. I definitely want these as well. So, I'm just going to stick with 2-2 for right now. Let's see what he does. He's going to axe 1. See, he set this to 4. He was smart. So, he can set this down. I can set these 2 down. Like, I'm not going to buy that 4 from him, because, again, one of the victory conditions is have the most money. So, in theory, like, if I keep the tiles that I have and pay 4 for them, he's going to pay 4 plus 1. So, he's going to pay 5 total for his tiles, and I'll be paying 4 total for mine, because each of mine, I set the price of 2. So, I'm just going to pass. I don't want that other tile up here. Okay, so now I can place my tiles, and when I put a tile down, you can rotate it. Assuming the placement is legal, the edges have to match. So something like this would work. And maybe something... I like to connect the roads if I can. Not sure I like that. Yeah, something like that, maybe. Okay. I think that's good. So he's going to place that there. And that there. Yeah, we're not going to earn victory points. There were no barrels of beer to be placed, so we didn't earn anything for that. Alright, so we earn our money now. Alright, I've got 1 more than him. Oh, look at that! 2 more ships. Okay, so... here's the barrels I was talking about. I've got 1 tile that has 2 on it. So as long as those barrels are on a road connected to your castle, you can collect money. So I definitely want to keep this one. I'm going to put that at 3. This one, I'll put it at 2. He's got 2 ships and a barrel. He's probably going to axe the middle one, or maybe the barrel one. I'm not sure. Now, this round, it's 1 victory point for each completed area in the clan territory. So, not too much is going to happen here, but I do want to sort of bulk myself up on ships and money for future rounds, as well as these barrels. So, I want this one, and I'm going to axe this one on the left. Okay, so now there are other tiles in the game that will earn you additional victory points, and I'll get to those. They're like little badges, and I'll show you them as they come up. Okay, so this one's actually really cheap for him. Now, C will score during the next round, and then 5th and 6th. So I probably want to buy this one, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and buy that for 1. And he's going to buy one of mine or something. Oh, he passed. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and place this one. Yeah. I could put that there. That surrounds the mountains. I guess that would work. We'll do that. And, or would that be better off up here? See, I kind of like that better. Sure. All right, this one, plenty of ways to go from here. We'll do that. And this one, no, I like that too. Okay, so with the way I've got things, I've got 3 ships in my kingdom. Now, again, these barrels only collect you money at the beginning of the round if they're connected to your castle via road, in which case they are. So this is good. I think I made out pretty well here. I used a lot of money, but I'm setting myself up for future rounds. Alright, so he had 1 area completed. I had... Let's see how many I had. 1, I guess. 2. Okay. 3. Nice. Yeah, that water's completely surrounded. Oh, 4. I didn't realize I had so many. That's fine with me. Alright, now this round, A and C is going to score. A being whoever has the most barrels, C being whoever has the most ships. I believe I've got the majority on that. We'll find out. Now, whoever's in last place during the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th round will get money for free to help the last place player catch up. That's what these little 1, 2, 3, and 4 symbols mean on the 3rd through 6th round markers. But anyway, let's take a look at what we have. There's another barrel. That one is going to score again this round and in the 5th round. Now, he's got... How many barrels does he have? He doesn't have any. So, even if he puts 1 or 2 down, it's not going to affect me. Okay, here's an example of a badge that I was talking about. If I place this in my kingdom, this takes effect at the end of the game. I would get 1 victory point for every 2 barrels that I have in my kingdom. I probably want to get that, since I'm stocking up on them. This lighthouse can go. I don't see a need for that. I do want this. I want that. Actually, alright, I'll just do 2 and 2. I need to start saving up on money, unfortunately. I think he might win that money race, because I spent a lot of money that last turn. Okay. Purchase tiles. 6, no, I'm not going to do that. That actually might be to my advantage. Even though I'm not going to get this tile here for 6, he doesn't have a whole lot of barrels anyway. So at most, he might get 1 or 2 victory points at the end of the game unless he starts stocking up on these barrel tiles. So I'm going to pass. Oh, actually, you know what? I might actually buy... If I buy this one from him, I'm guaranteed a ship and a barrel. Oh, do I want to do that? Or do I let him place that? I've got 4 ships. He's got 1, 2, 3. Okay, I need to maintain that ship lead, and because that's scoring this round. So I'm gonna actually buy this from him. And okay. And now I have to place these 3 tiles. So I've definitely got the tiles in the majorities, but the money I may not have. So we're going to put down... Okay, that's connected via road. That's good. This one... That's not connected. Not connected. Alright, let's do this. There we go. That's connected via road. This one... There we go. That's land there. This should be completed. Alright, well, anyway. Let's lock that in. Alright, so... Whoever has the most barrels gets 5. Nice, and I had the most ships as well. So I got 10 victory points. He got 2 for being in second place. So, in terms of victory points, that's the second number, 14-3, not too bad. But again, he's got more gold than me, so he's going to score on the D victory point marker here on this round. Unless he does something crazy. Although, I do have a lot of barrels down. Look how much money I'm making out of this. It's actually quite close. Okay, so another one of those victory point badges came up. 1 for every lighthouse you have. I don't have a lighthouse, so he can keep that 1. Unless he's got lighthouses. He's got 1. If he puts that down, he'll gain 1 victory point at most at the end of the game. Let's focus on... Yes, we want that one, we want that one. Again, we want our barrels. As far as what he's got, like, this tile on the left is useless. This one on the right is kind of good for the ship, and then this one in the middle has the ship and the badge. That one's going to be the most expensive, I think. I'm going to keep mine cheap and hope that he doesn't buy them. 8. Yeah, I'm not buying that. Not buying that. I'm going to keep the tiles that I have. I'm going to pass. Now he's got to pay 10 for these 2 tiles. And now I might have more money than him. 8-3. Yeah, and I might actually get that 5 victory points for that. Alright, so we're going to place these. I could put... I want to keep the road... I want to keep these barrels connected to the road. There we go. And then this one... No. Okay, let's maybe redo this. Can I connect this one here? Yes. Okay. Can this one go to... Yep, there we go. So that's a dead end, but yeah, look at all the barrels we have connected. We're going to be earning a lot of money. Alright, so he's putting that down. And that down. So in terms of this... And this is for every completed land, which he got 3. And I got my 1 there. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 5 points for that, and then 5 points for having the most money. Now, at the end of the game, money does convert into victory points. I believe it's 1 victory point for every 5 coins, something like that. He got 3 money for being in last place. Okay, so again, this round, A, C, and D are going to score. And it's actually kind of nice. The computer actually tells you, based on your current kingdom and everyone else's kingdom, how many victory points you're going to earn. See, notice the little 5s here? Had I been in second place or whatever, that would say 2 instead of 5. So it looks like I'm in good shape for the ships, for the money, and for the barrels. So I don't have to do much except maintain my lead. Just do... Actually, I... This one, no. We'll keep this one. Five and 6? He really wants those bad. All right, well, he can have them. I'm just going to pass. And I'll throw that here. Or can we block off land somewhere? Yeah, see, we can, this mountainous area should be locked in, a completed area. We've got another barrel. Unfortunately, I have no place that's to put it that would be connecting it to a road. We can't put it here and rotate it because it's grass and there's mountain areas. So I'd have to try and connect a road to it. Can I rotate it? Yeah. So maybe I can get a road here to connect it after the fact, but... All right. Still, I don't think I'm doing too bad, all things considered. All right, so A, C, and D are scoring. I got 5 points for that. Okay, so I got first place for each of those 3 scoring tiles. Second place, and that was it. For the record, I wasn't beating him this badly in the first game I played. Although, to be fair, I really didn't know what I was doing either. Note that one on the bottom is not going to earn me money because it's not connected to the road to my castle. Okay, none of these has a road going from grass to mountains, so this is out. So I need to concentrate on the ships, and I need to concentrate on the barrels. So we'll axe that. We'll just do 2 and 2. This round, it's going to be for every completed area you have, no matter... I've got 8. And then C, whoever has the most ships, and then D, whoever has the most money. So at this point, we'll keep going. Now, this game was extremely light in terms of those badges I was talking about. In my previous playthrough off camera, I had 3 of them. It was like 1 for every lighthouse. There was 1 for every 2 barrels that I had, and I actually earned a good 8 to 10 victory points just off of that, and that took me over the computer score. All right, so 9 and 1. I'm not gonna fight him on that. If he wants to spend 9 on that tile, be my guest. If we can... All right, that's a completed area here. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I guess over here that might complete this grassy area. I'm not sure. Possibly. All right, so he's got 1, 2, 3. Second place for C, whereas I have... There's that 1. I closed that off with that tile to the right here. Wow. Talk about a slaughter. Holy cow. Alright, so he earned victory points for that and victory points for this, but it wasn't enough, clearly. Yep, 5 coins, 1 victory point. Alright, so that's the final score, 66 to 20. Most of my score came from completing the conditions for each of these 4 tokens. I had nothing to do. The last column here is kind of hard to see it, but the last column is what you earn from those little badges. Based on, you know, for every 1 you have of this, you earn 1, blah, blah, blah. So that, in a nutshell, is Isle of Skye. I like it. Like I said, it's sort of like Carcassonne 2.0. If you guys want to see more gameplay, let me know. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to my channel and check out my official website, www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.